Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and today we're going to take a look at the 2021 Chris Bumstead versus the 2022 Chris Bumstead Olympia winning versions for each. He tore his bicep. Everybody knows he tore his bicep this year, or last year rather, 2022. It was so recent I want to call it this year, but yes. How much of a difference did it really make? When did he do it? I don't even think he knows when he did it. He did it a few days prior to the Olympia when he was trying to make weight, apparently. He doesn't know exactly when he did it. Greg Doucette said he did it when he was posing. Greg Doucette, he thinks he knows everything. All right. He's pretty smart. He knows his stuff. Maybe he probably did do it when he was posing, if that's what Greg says. But either which way, he's Canadian, Chris Bumstead's Canadian, I'm Canadian, we're all Canadian. At heart. Yeah, take a look, guys. Does it make that much of a difference? His arm actually looks more swollen. He probably had it, he probably would have been bigger and better if it had not torn up. But yeah, you can see some swelling. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference or not, guys. Now, let's go through the shots, because this is more than just a bicep tear. And just take a nice panned overview, or take an overview of this, pan over this shot, and his bicep tear, it doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot in the grand scheme of things. His lats look better. His vacuum looks better last year, but it's probably because of the lighting. They didn't have a video screen behind them. So the lighting will be better if you don't have a video screen behind you. Yeah, I would wager to say, guys, that his right leg, it's a little bit smaller this year. Whereas last year, it was pretty much symmetrical with the other one. So yeah, there's some slight differences. His pecs look bigger. Even in this shot, you can tell. Go through the next shot. Go to the front lat spread. His lats may be more filled out last year. A lot of detail, even in through that supposed well, it is a torn bicep. He admitted that it was, or he said that it was. But his arm actually looks better in this shot. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Yeah, it's a very similar version. I would give an edge to last year, maybe because of the wheels, but less noticeable. The non-symmetrical wheels, a little less noticeable here in the front lat spread. Strange. But I mean, I'm not going to go out there and say one's way better than the other. I think Chris Bumstead is doing a fine job of hanging on to his gains properly, baby please. Now here is the side chest, and this is an eye-opener, guys. We are in... not the toilet, the twilight zone. His torn bicep. Look at his arm. Look at it. Looks way better. How can that be? Oh, it be. Take a look. He is opened up a little bit better this year, too. So the display is nicer, I must say. But other than that, guys, look at that arm. That's incredible. His bad arm's his good arm. Twilight zone. Wow. Look at his wheels, if you will. There is a hardness and dryness of this year's Chris Bumstead that leads me to believe, and this is exciting, guys, that he is in better condition. Hey, he brought a more conditioned package. How can you be mad at that? Go to the one and only back shot. And this is, once again, guys, a peeper widener and eye opener. He's leaning back a little bit more into the shot. Lowers those lats a little bit more, which, yeah, I guess you could say makes his back ultimately a little bit better, I think. His traps look bigger, look wider anyway. And again, the bad bicep, look at that. It actually looks better from behind. Glutes, look at that, guys. He is in better condition. So Chris Bumstead, kudos to him. Even with that bicep tear, whatever injury, things of that nature, I don't even think he needed surgery, so they say. He looks better as far as condition is concerned. Wow. I was going to call this the most muscular. It's the abs and thigh, and it's taken at a different angle, so it's really hard to say. It's the opposite wheel he's sticking out. Now here's the vacuum. This is the exact angle. And you know what I noticed? Looks like his clavicle width is wider, which is impossible. He's just practiced that pose a little bit more. His chest looks a little bit wider. Interesting. So yeah, there's a couple of aspects that I like better this year, or last year, sorry, than the year before. And here is a beautiful pose. A tilted rear double bi. A tilted twisting rear double bi. Yeah, look at the glutes, guys. He was a little drier. I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you. His lats might be a little bit bigger too for 2021. I keep calling it last year. I'm sorry, guys. And the other one this year. It's last year and the year before. Again, interestingly, his bicep from the rear, his torn one, that's the torn one, right? Yeah, man, yeah. Looks better this year. Wow. Wowzers. So yeah, at the end of the day, is it really that much of a difference? Looks like he's a little bit more separated, I would wager to say, last year, 2022, than in 2021. And like I said earlier too, in certain shots anyway, the lat looks a little rounder, fuller. So yeah, kudos to Chris Bumstead. I wager to say 2022, just as good. I mean, taking into consideration, yeah, his bicep separation was a little bit down. But not from these shots here. Look at this most muscular. His arm never looked so swelled up. I guess that helped him. Nice swollen bicep. Maybe tear both pecs next year, 3 days before the show. Your big rooster chest. Anyway, guys, that's just a joke. But one thing we shouldn't joke about is torn biceps and torn muscles. Take care of yourself, guys, especially right before a competition. Yeah, you're depleted. You're susceptible to that, just like Greg Doucette says. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Have a great one.